this. In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Some of daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go from Santa Clara. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. They continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. From the gun, Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. His 12th touchdown of the year. Mevis good on the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try and run here with Cook. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Once again, it's Cook. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact for that matter.
And he's going to have a Niners first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Purdy.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal. Ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Here's Purdy. That one intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Ready up. Let's go.
Richardson to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he's going to be very close to a first down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Go.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to... And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw, it's Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Detroit. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Here's Richardson. This one caught at the 4. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. '70 Ranger.
From the gun, it's Purdy. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and They got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
1st and 10. Purdy. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Let's go now.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Richardson. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Lions will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Gibbs. Woo! To the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. Powering forward. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Lions are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go, set.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Out of the gun. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, There's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Throwing, Richardson. He's got it at the 7. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Lions stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter.
49ers nothing.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's got it to the 14-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
The Lions will punt this ball away. This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, Purdy. This one complete right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And more of the same. Another interception. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. Room to run. Ah, the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Now Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They'll run with Gibbs. So a win for the